All right, this is a super easy way to remember shift, unshift, push, and pop in JavaScript. Let's take an analogy of the club. This is a really popular club. People are lining up outside. Imagine these people are values in an array. Here's the square brackets for the array. And we've got a couple of key characters in this analogy. One is the guy in green. Another is a bouncer in blue who regulates who gets into the club and who doesn't. You can tell he's strong because he's lifting weights on the job. So let's get into shift. The little g in green stands for the guy in green. And so whatever's in parentheses there can either be put in or taken out in different parts of the array. Now for shift, let's focus on that red F. If you get rid of that red F, it turns into shit. And in this story, the guy in green is waiting in line too long and unfortunately shits his pants. So when he gets to the front of the line, bouncer in blue says, hey, you can't get in the club, you shit your pants. So he kicks out the guy in green, and that is what shift does. It knocks off, it kicks out whatever's at the front of the line in the array. Now let's get into unshift. Unshift, you can do the same thing and you can get rid of that red F. And in this story, let's say the bouncer is a bit more lenient this time. And he says, okay, I understand you've been waiting in line for a long time. I will allow you to go home and unshit yourself. Let's say he can clean himself up, and when he comes back, he can be put at the beginning of the line. So unshift puts something in at the beginning of an array. So think of shift and unshift, or shit and unshit, to remember these. Now let's get into push. In this situation, maybe it's the next weekend or whatever, and guy in green's like, I'm not going to wait in line so long, so he tries to cut in line. And bouncer in blue says, hey, come on, you can't cut in line. And he pushes the guy in green to the back of the line. So that's what push does. It pushes something to the end of an array. Now let's look at pop. And in this scenario, guy in green is at the end of the line. He knows it's going to be a while before he gets in the club. So he decides to pull out a bottle of, and this is key here, Popov vodka, which is a real kind of, cheap vodka. And bouncer in blue sees that and he says, hey, I'm sick of you. You've been causing some problems. You've been trying to cut in line. Now you're drinking in line. And he pops him off of the end of the line for drinking pop-off vodka in line. So that's one way you can remember pop, is to pop off something at the end of the line. Now these are just ways that I've come up with to remember shift, unshift, push, and pop. I hope that you will always remember them after hearing this ridiculous analogy. And if you like this video and want to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and share. This is actually my first instructional video for programming, and it took me a little while to put this together. So if you want to see more, please support the channel, and thank you very much.